stop scrolling, take a deep breath, and get into this record. Denison Witmer has been releasing music since the late 1990s, and if anything at all is anything to go by, it's long past time he received wider recognition. He's been signed to Sufjan Stevens' Asthmatic Kitty Records since 2012, and while I'm generally reluctant to discuss one artist's work in terms of another's, Sufjan produced this album and features on a number of tracks, and it would be ridiculous to claim that his fingerprints aren't all over this. But a Jack Antonoff entanglement, this is not. While many of the arrangements here can feel quite Javelin-esque, the hand gently guiding us through this concise, sweet album is Witmer's alone. By and large, this record is a meditation on the process of aging, and Witmer approaches his fears and doubts with this lovely inquisitiveness. He's never particularly critical of himself or others, and he's never trying to rip the band-aid off. He's just gently poking at his emotions to see what happens. The music suits this to a T. Even in the darker lyrical moments, Sufjan's production keeps everything bright and airy, like sunlight catching the steam off your Saturday morning coffee. For example, the track Shade I'll Never See has this bouncy feel to it, but in the lyrics, Witmer is actually musing on his own death as he plants trees that he will never see grow to their full height. Meanwhile, some pedal steel and some choral bursts manage to keep things buoyed on the particularly melancholy Lost in My Head. When not examining his internal world, Witmer is guiding us through some particularly beautiful little moments. Not quite with the intention of finding any meaning, but just for the joy of pointing things out and saying, isn't this nice? He learns of an elderly client's former profession on clockmaker, he tries to fill his garden with birds and home with plants on a house with, and peacefully drifts in and out of sleep beside his children on slow motion snow. To be blunt about it, this world is a very disillusioned place. It's very rare to see things like earnestness or sincerity being spoken of highly, let alone rewarded. But I think we should be rewarding it, and one particularly good way to do so is giving anything at all a spin.